What's going on, guys? This is the brake setup from a 2015 two-wheel drive F-150. So I'm talking about the hub, the centerpiece with the bearings. The rotor is not off of obviously the truck, but it's for that truck. Calipers, bracket, caliper bracket, brake pads, knuckle. All that is off a 2015 F-150 on a 2007 F-150, right? So all it was having to flip this steering ball joint. This one on the old setup was facing down and this nut was on top. Well, all I did was just flip it over because it's tapered inside here. It's got a taper, and that's how you know which side goes in which way. Put it in, bolted it. First I set it in this right here, picked it up, started the threads, that way it could hold it in place. It came up here, push this in, this down, push down on this. While you're holding it, you put this nut, and then you can come over here, turn this around, give it a little turn, and it turns in here, so it's not turning the thread, so it's not misaligning anything, so it should be straight there. That's all bolt on, everything bolted on, everything goes on as if it was meant to be on here. So hopefully this complements suspension upgrades I'm going to do in the future. Brake lines, that was a learning curve. So this is the old brake line nut deal. Come on, right here. It's smaller than the one for the 2015. The hole is bigger, but the threads are smaller, or they're different. So I cut this one. You cut the line. I shaved that black coating, whatever it was, so that this one can fit in there. Put in the bolt nut, or whatever you want to call it. Push it in. Put the flaring tool, flare it. It's just a normal flare. Anyways, camera died or stopped recording or did something. So you put the nut, you clean it off, you cut the end off, you take out the old nut, put the new one in, flare it with a generic flaring tool from O'Reilly's for 23 bucks or something like that. And then this is a bracket that comes on the brake line. And you kind of start threading it on. You put this bolt on so this isn't trying to turn while you're turning that. You thread it in, then you tighten this, then you finish tightening that, and brake lines are good. And that is it, man. And then the ABS sensor, all I gotta do is just splice it. So I still have the old connector that goes to this. Come on, right there. This is a new one. So they obviously don't match, so I will cut this off, put the old connector on there, and then that way I can plug it into here and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I don't fucking need it, whatever. Little light will be on. I don't give a shit. But I don't know if, does anybody know how to bleed these? Or do you need to bleed them? If you bleed the calipers, I need to bleed the calipers because I'm done doing the brakes. These brakes, power stop, they're extreme duty, towing, severe duty or something like that. Towing, something. So the thing with this, the way I came up with this was I put four-wheel drive knuckles on that truck right there to give it a 1-inch raise at the front. And I had these laying around, so I was like, let me try it, because the original ones from this truck were warped. So if I warped them with the 4.6, I knew for sure I was gonna explode them with the 5.0. I put this on, fit right, so I was like, man, if I do it. So I put this, I did that, lower control arm, upper control arm, everything seemed to work. I had them on both sides. I turned the wheel, turned the other way, everything worked fine. So I was like, man, screw it, I'm gonna do it. And I bought everything, Said the worst that can happen is it not work, and I got some spare parts for that other truck, you know? So whatever. Did it? Now it's there. It works, spins, does whatever it needs to. Still need to bleed them. But I need to go buy some brake fluid. I'm gonna actually flush the brake fluid out, everything, old shit out, and then put new one in. And hopefully I'll use some shitty brake fluid to flush everything out. Once everything's flushed out, I'll get some I don't know if Motorcraft has some, Omnicraft, I don't give a shit. Something that's OEM to the truck, not that shitty house brand that they sell. So the driver's side, passenger side, no space. Driver's side, a lot more space. So I'm not worried about the driver's side having headers. Passenger's gonna be the pain in the ass. I need to make some brackets for the radiator. Yeah, so because right now it's just kind of sitting on the core support, and I don't trust that. I think it'll fall out. So I'll do that. And I'm gonna paint the calipers, of course, just because they look shitty. And that's all I got, man, for the brake system. Well, I got a battery tender on the battery, because everything still works on the truck. Everything. Let me go and get the keys to this thing to show you exactly what I am talking about. Give me 1 second. Alright, so let me show you what I mean by everything still works. Key in, key front, radio works, all the way front, everything else works. You want some AC? Oh, whoa, easy. See, everything works, so all I need to do is run power from this switch. Run power from this switch to the, I think the low pressure switch on the AC lines. And it'll kick on the AC compressor and have AC. I don't have to worry about shit. So let me turn on the lights. Look, everything works. I took off the horns. The horns do work though. High beams work. I don't know if you can see the glare off the truck, off the dually. So you can zoom in. See the glare? And then regular lights. Come outside. Headlight works, parking light works, fog lights work. Windows work. Everything works in this truck as it sits. Doesn't even have a computer, no harness. Damn, I forgot to zoom out. My bad, guys. It's alright. Y'all live. Obviously doesn't crank. Wish it would. But that is it. I'll probably have to put up with the little wrench. The ABS, tire TPMS light, maybe a check engine light, and I'm guessing the ABS or brake. I don't know. Have to figure it out. Low fuel. You see, it even tells me I have low fuel. Oh, the dimmer works. Oh, yeah, it still marks fuel. It's marking what it's got. Yeah, I made sure when I parked it, it would have the least amount of fuel. And that was great because I knocked down the tank twice. Just to be able to make sure, double check everything was working. And everything is good. So hopefully everything continues to work throughout the build. Still need to, I don't know, once I get it running and driving, kind of, I'll take it out of the garage, turn it around, bring it in, and work on the rear end. Put a locker in it. I have 410s for it, but the 6R80, I don't think 410s are any good. So I will leave the 355s, put a Ford Performance locker in it, the friction modifier, new seals, new races, new whatever it comes with. It's a whole kit. It's a whole kit. I bought it for like $100 off of a guy. I think it's like $400, $500 online. So that was a steal. Still waiting on coil covers. Haven't gotten them yet. They're coming from Washington. Some guy in Washington State. The brakes, I'm gonna have to find a check valve that goes to the brake booster to the vacuum line so my brakes work. But that's all like finishing touches deal. I need to get it started and moving. That's my main goal right now. If I could get it to turn, I'd be happy. Just so I can prime all the oil system and do all that good stuff. But I need to drop the oil pan before any of that happens. Drop the oil pan, clean it real good, put the windage tray on, make sure everything looks good at the bottom. Check the bearings, rod bearings that go to the crank, and then I can do a compression test and see if this engine was even worth doing all the work. If not, I'll just buy another one, take everything off, put it on the other one. Done. And that's it, guys. I'll leave it there. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if I'm missing anything or if you suggest me doing something. I'll take anything into consideration. You guys take care. Keep on coyote swapping and be back soon. Stay tuned.